If you saw look, if you, some say, okay, if you saw the thumbnail, you know today we are going to go over the Yum Rinseless Wash. I am going to do a overview, a ordeal, right? We're going to go over every single dilution that they have in the back of the bottle. We're going to test it on the interior. We're going to test it on the glass. We're going to test it on cleaning. We're just going to walk through what it is, what isn't it, and what makes it kind of special. Now, when this dropped, or when it was sent to my house about 3 or 4 months ago, it was actually, I think, a little longer. I don't know. When Nick was here with Jamie and Pan, we actually tested this against the new stuff that launched, Nemesis V2, which I have a bottle over here, and we did a side by side. Now the testing was done kind of uniquely, right? So we did it at 349 to 1, where everyone else wanted you to use 249 to 1. And then, we came to a conclusion that, well, this is real good. What makes it great is slickness, the cleaning, the wipe off, even the dry off is insane. So what is this, right? What is this? So Yum Rinseless is a surfactant-based rinseless that's acidic. It uses non-ionic surfactants. Now I'm going to put all that meaning here so you can read it. For all you that want to learn to do chemistry at home, this will give you a definition of what it means. Typically, it means it doesn't require rinsing. A lot of this debacle online where people are like, oh, rinseless wash has to be rinsed off, not rinsed off, this off. If you have questions, message my chemist, JP. He'll tell you what our chemistry is overview, not the formula, because a lot of assumptions are made based off an SDS sheet. Well, I would tell you, Nick already answered those questions using non-ionic surfactants, using a lot of premium raws in this. And then instead of, rinseless washes being super hyper concentrate with water to break the dilutions, make it cheaper, this one's actually, you can tell by the mixture, it's kind of thicker, not thick like soap, but has a consistency of a soap, kind of. Now let's go over smell. Yeah, pears. It's like, he called it pear drops. The scent is absolutely nuts. Probably top 5 smelling rinseless. The scent is bananas. The cool thing about this is the scent doesn't like sting your bucket for like 6 weeks. The scent's super pleasant. When you aerate it, the scent becomes better. It's a beautiful scent actually on this. The dilutions on this is kind of bonkers too. So if you read here, it gives you like 5 pretty specific dilutions. We're going to go over those. We're going to dilute it in every aspect. We're going to dilute it to 149 to 1 for waterless, 399 to 1 for interior and glass, 249 for the bucket. We're going to do tests. We're going to walk through the whole thing. Let's break this down in dilution. So when you're looking at this cap here from Yum, that cap, it's actually 5 mils. That's what he said on the live. When you do that though, make sure that you take this cap and you shut that mug all the way down, because if you don't, what you're going to get is spillage. Now let's talk about dilutions here, which is kind of crazy. So when we have the back of the bottle gives us everything in detail here. And it tells us dilutions for a waterless wash, 149 to 1, 399 to 1 for interior and glass, 399 for medium soiled cars, or highly maintained. I say highly maintained, to me it's kind of like doesn't have a lot of dirt. And then you have 249 to 1, which is an absolute, you'll see, hammer in the bucket for cleaning. So we're going to dilute it here. When I have 2 bottles that we're going to go over that I have to break the dilutions down, okay? These are Moffer bottles, nothing special. Use whatever bottle you want. I needed visual cues because I tend to squirrel. We have the green one, which is going to be for our glass and interior cleaning. We have the blue one for waterless wash. Now, when you're looking at the dilutions of 149 to 1 and 32 ounces per the app, DRC, it's 5 mils when you do the conversion. I mean, 7 mils when you do the conversion for waterless. So I have this cup here. This cup here breaks it down right here by different types. So I'm going to do 7 mils for the waterless, and that is going to be close, not to 10, a little over 5, like that. That's all you need for the waterless wash. Now, I did say blue was my waterless wash. Hope I said that, because mess it up. Now, when I'm pouring this, look at the consistency of the pour. You can see here how there leaves a little bit of residue or film, because it's pretty high solids. It's not like super watered down. Take this, put your little sprayer on the situation. Again, I'm only using these bottles so for demonstration, because I need visual, because I forget. Mix that up. You can see there's surfactants in here because it is surfactant based. Now, for glass cleaning, hear me out. For glass cleaning, give you specific instructions, right? So 2 mils is, it's like that. That's it. That's it. 2 mils. Glass cleaning, interior cleaning. We're gonna dilute that here. Again, get it all out because you could tell by the raws that it's still in here that it's pretty. It's like a. It gives me like a soap consistency. It's not a soap. I'm just telling you. I don't know how else to explain it to you. We're gonna shake this up. This will be my glass cleaner and interior cleaner. First demo is glass cleaning. Okay, we're gonna see if it streaks glass. We're gonna use the outside. First demo is glass cleaning. We're gonna clean the outside of the glass. I have a dirty glass here, where I'm gonna hit it with a waterless first, and then glass cleaning to see if I can get it streak free. Then we're gonna dilute our bucket, which our bucket have 14 liters, so it's about 50 mils of the product to go into our bucket. I'm being precise here because I'm going 1 for 1 with the instructions. Okay, so we got the bucket here, 50 mils. 50 mils right there. We're gonna do that. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. I'll show it again so you have it. That is for the bucket. Wash media is the new sponge. Now, when you look at this, there's yellowing on here because I put it in a bucket with some towels to see if this rinseless could, another rinseless could pull off like dirt and things of that nature. It wasn't this one. This did not do this. It was another rinseless, but it is stained, just so you know. Check mark this video. Sponge is stained on one side. On that side it is not. Double flip is clean on all sides here. Boom. Okay. Double flips are clean. Now let's go glass cleaning. Let's go waterless. Then let's go product testing. So I want to go over glass cleaning real quick on this product. So I want to show you that this is dirty. You see, that should be a cleaning type ordeal. I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna do half and half of the glass. So we're gonna do half of the section here, and then we're gonna do the other half. Now, the goal here is to see how it cleans glass. I am going to prime my sprayer. Again, I diluted it here. We're going to hit it. And then I'm gonna come in and show you that it's slick as crap, even at this dilution, and you have 0 streaks. 0 streaks. That's actually pretty nuts. All right, and to show you that before, this is the section 2. So I'm gonna get up close here so you can see it. I'm gonna overspray it to see if oversaturating will cause a problem with it. I would never spray glass clean like that, but again, this is just for the culture. Come in, buff to a smooth finish, and the scent is nuts. You see that flash off? Did you see that? You saw that flash off. Crazy. Let's do it one more time. Here, glass cleaning with literally 2 mils of product, 32 ounces. This is interior and interior glass cleaning. Put it like that. This is a towel that Jamie is in development on. Sneak peek. It's gonna be kind of cool. Come in. It does. The slickness on it is pretty nuts for this little bit of product. And the flash off is beautiful. Glass cleaning, check. If you've been in the game for a long time and you see plastic like this when you're doing rinseless wash from the inside, typically you will take your diluted rinseless, wash in a bucket, $2.49 to 1 with the stuff we're used to, but this one they say $3.99 to 1 in a spray bottle. So I would get this kind of damp, just so you have some dampness on it. And anytime you do a rinseless wash on interiors, it's a damp microfiber with rinseless. You go in and you buff off. Look at that finish. And it did take dirt off of the panel. We'll come in here. I'll get you in here a bit so you can see it. And it's for all surfaces. I would be extra careful. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Come in, rinseless wash the inside. You're like, but why do you have, I'm using it on every surface of the panel here. And then you dampen. You just take your dry towel and you knock it down just to damp these out. And then when you need to re-up, you can flip it now. If you don't want that dirt to be accumulated, you can flip it, come on in, just get it damp. I'm just telling you, together we're just going over to see if it's, you know, if you can. And the finish is nice. It doesn't feel any way. It actually feels soft. It is a pH of 7 after you dilute it. Now come here, right here. We'll go to this surface together. Let me make sure you're exposed correctly so we're on the same page. And then I have my damp towel here. I flip the side over. I am going to come in and I just box my stuff in. Now there is dirt on here. You can see there's dirt all over this panel. And this makes it so you save money if you think about it. If you can knock your interior in with one product and not have to bust out another bottle, it's pretty epic. Boom. And then take your microfiber and just level it or remove any type of residue. Now, thinking about it, when you're using this kind of rinseless wash here, you don't feel sticky. It feels soft. You can hear it. Feel soft all over. The plastics don't feel gross or yucky. So it doesn't feel gross or yucky. So far, pass. Real Napa leather. It's my personal vehicle. This is the Cadillac, and we're going to test it. So I'm going to take this side here. I'm going to just damp it, and we're going to do a section here, and I'm just going to come in and just clean the leather, and you can see how dirty that leather is. We haven't done a cleaning on the interior for a while. We're supposed to do it when everyone was here. You can see it being dirty. Do not spray directly on the surfaces, as this is perforated leather. But look at that. And it levels off real nice. Take it in, wipe it. No issue. Actually made it soft. Nice. Glass. Interior glass. We did the outside. Outside was actually pretty phenomenal. I'm going to spray it on the glass. Box it in like you would any glass cleaner. And then I'm looking for any type of streaking. And then come in. Make sure you grab the corner. And it flashes off. Real beautiful. And then I got some on the panel. No longer have to worry about it. The job I just did. And you're good to go. Yeah. Nice. Woo! Another wonderful test here. You can see all this dirt has accumulated here. You can see that, right? My waterless wash solution. I'm going to spray this and look how it pulls that dirt down. That's heavy caked on road film dirt. That's from driving when it gets wet, you know, it kicks up. Come in. Look, you see that? At a half and half. Look again so I can show you. Look at that. Look how it starts to want to eat at it. That's pretty epic. One white. As a waterless wash, it does give you slickness. Does not leave protection behind. It keeps the surface nice and clean. You can see. Wow, it's awesome. And that is the dirt to show you, to prove to you that was real dirty. That's actually a win for me. Now, is it going to leave any type of protection? No. What you're using is for us to break down the dirt, emulsify it, encapsulate it. And you saw how it broke that down. That's actually pretty nuts. This is an extreme case. This one, we're testing a detail spray, but it's got a bunch of dirt hazing. I'm going to do two tests here. I'm going to do the corner here with the waterless wash solution that we diluted. Okay. And then I'm going to do the other one with glass cleaner. And I'm just going to spray it like that. Use the same towel I use for the door jambs. Hopefully you can see that right here. And I am going to see if I can get that to a streak finish even on glass. Now look, that's the waterless wash dilution. No streaking. Removed it all. Unless you forget, okay? I am going to spray waterless wash solution, spray. Come in and buff off. Now, the goal here is does this streak. My waterless wash solution, I'm going to spray it again to see if I can take some of that smearing off. No, this is super dirty. Okay, it did. So I sprayed it again. Once you cut through the grease, grime, etc. of the roll film, you get that streak-free finish. Now let's see, and this is where it shows you that it's different, right? So these dilutions are made to give you that scenario. That waterless wash did good, real good actually. Even though they tell you not to use the high of a dilution for glass, this is the proper dilution for glass at 399 to 1. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do this to try to clean the whole glass. Flip it over, it acts like a glass cleaner. You see that how it finishes out and wants to just buff off, and then I'm gonna buff it off. Now that was an extreme case of cleaning. You could just tell the dilutions, right? Right away, you could tell waterless wash can get your glass clean. Might leave some streaking because it's a higher percentage of the stuff, but on the glass cleaning side, slap. Zero residue, zero streaking. Yeah, so follow the dilutions of the bottle. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get cleaning the back. Let's go over how this rinseless wash does. So far, you can see the difference in solution, meaning $3.99 waterless wash cleans like an insane monster. $1.49 on glass, chef's kiss. Perfect for the interior, leaves no residue, feels soft. Even my hands feel soft after using it. It doesn't feel like I'm drying out here, if you know what I mean. You've seen those videos. All right, but I'm gonna go over the rinseless wash process. I have two 49-to-1 in the bucket. I could have went $2.99, but you can see by the back of the window, that's the grime gritting that I have on this car. One thing I'm not going to do is pre-spray the panel. I'm gonna go in dry. I'm gonna do that for a specific reason, to show you slickness on a dirty car, because slickness can be defined in several different ways, right? You have slickness on a panel when the panel is freshly coated, super slick. You have slickness on a dirty car, would be different from slickness on a panel that doesn't have a coating, or one that has no protection. That's how I usually base slickness when I do tests, but this is just to show you. So the first test here, in the bucket, you get some sudsy vibes. It's not like Nemesis V1. I'm gonna do this right here. We're gonna come here. I'm gonna show you it's slick, man. That's what I'm gonna say about it. No water. You can see it here. Okay, it is dirty. One dunk. You can hear it on the mic. Remove all of it, and then I'll go on the glass. Do the glass because the glass is dirty. Just to show you, when we get the corner here, just to show you one corner here, you can see the dirt on that. One dunk here. Now look, it releases all the dirt. Slickness is a 10. Cleaning is a 10. I'm showing you that you can use whatever you want. So let's go over here so you can see the wetting. Let's go over the sponge. So I don't have liquid on the panel. I'm going in dry because I want to just see the slickness. And the slickness on this is bananas. So I'm gonna say it's super slick. Can't even, it's super lubricious. The cleaning is absolutely nutty. I'm gonna show you the wetting here on the glass so you get an idea of that. Now, this is where this excels. So a lot of products that are surfactant based and have no polymers in it, the wipe off kind of sucks. This wipe off feels like it has protection. Not that it doesn't, that's what I'm saying. It feels like it has protection. It is very slick wipe off. It keeps the panel slick, but look, here, this is the crazy part, right? It leaves, you hear that, right? Squeaky clean. So it's not leaving behind any type of polymer. Just whatever they use in this product for slickness rivals anything on the market. I'm just explaining the whole package of wipe off when it's dry. Again, even with a microfiber pad. So I have a microfiber pad here. This is the Wash Box Junior. I'm putting a solution. I'm gonna wring it out so there's not a lot of solution on the product. And even on the microfiber mitt, the slickness is nuts. Even on the mitt, the slickness is absolutely bananas. I'm gonna touch the dirty areas here, see how it cleans, and put that in the bucket, let it sit for a little bit, and then the wipe off is glorious. About slickness, glass cleaning. I'm gonna show you the wetting on the glass here, but look at this. The finish is clean. No, like I said, there's no like slickness added. And I know because I have this coated with something else, and when that coating feels just like this without a topper. So that's what I'm telling you. There's nothing left behind, which is glorious. Let's go over wetting. Now, I didn't pre-spray this. This is just the mitt. You know, put the mitt here. 256-1. This is the slickness even on the glass. I'm gonna make sure I clean it off because it was real dirty. Clean that. And you can see the wetting on the panel has real good wetting. When you let it dry, it does reactivate. And I'm gonna prove that here. You can see how it separates it like it wants to clean it. Let's go over the bucket. Now, this formula does do a few things different. So you'll get some sudsing in a bucket. Like that. It dissipates. When you have it like this, it suds like that, but you can see that there's no foam inside of the pad. This right here, like that. You see how the bubbles pop? The soap is, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It's some of the more slippery solution I've ever felt. But you can see how that will go away. I am doing a 10-day test on the smell, and so far, the bucket does not smell rank if you leave it in there. So if you're one of those that like to save your bucket rinseless, I don't know why, this would be for you. Again, there's no aeration inside of the mitt here. It's perfect. And again, that's 256 to 1. And you can see nothing. Yum Rinseless Wash. We used it in every single form, as a glass cleaner, as a waterless wash, as a 249 to 1, where it explicitly tells you right here at 249 to 1, if you want a cheat code for slickness, cleaning, etc., it lives up to everything. Just note, when you use it in its proper dilution, flawless. What I say is, as a waterless wash, when I used it on dirty glass, I got it clean and removed all the dirt, but it still had some hazing. I'm gonna be transparent. But when I went back with the dilution for glass cleaning, chef's kiss, zero issue. Actually cleaned better than some glass cleaners I have in the shop. 249 to 1, slickness on a wash media, slickness on a double flip, slickness on a sponge, felt the same. The same. Now, it's hard to do with some Rinseless wash. So some Rinseless wash that on a sponge is slicker than the mint. Just how life is. That's how their formula is. But this one, didn't care. It wasn't racist. Use whatever mint you want. With that said, I think they did a great job of creating a Rinseless wash that relates to everybody. I haven't used it in a pump sprayer or pump foamer. In the bucket itself, it does dissipate the foam about 1 minute. 1 minute's gone. Great stuff. I'm gonna put all the links in the description below for everything I use here. Comment down below what you think about this type of video, or what you wanted to see differently. But as an interior cleaner, as a glass cleaner, as a rinse, total package. Total package. This is Eddie Clone. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're out.